Sutton loves to jump in and add on to someone else's complaint.
I, heaven forbid, make a little misstep, you punish. You won't speak to me for 6 months.
That's true.
I, too, have experienced the punishment where Kyle has not spoken to me for months at a time.
Because Sutton had spoken up, and it also echoed whatever I'd said, Kyle felt like, okay, I have to kind of throw my hands up and own it.
I acknowledge that.
I think she's always been aware of it. She just, quite frankly, she thinks it's okay.
You know, everyone seems to have an issue with that when it's someone else, but everybody does that. If someone is not kind to you and not being a friend to you, am I supposed to continue
being
to subject myself to that?
I get that.
I don't need to do that.
I have experienced being iced out or shut out by Kyle. But I said something really terrible to Kyle in her kitchen.
You've already lost 2 sisters. Do you want to lose a third?
Oh, really?
Don't do that.
Go yourself.
That I have felt so terrible for saying, but this seemed, on Dorit's part, it just kept going.
You have been a
like I have not been good.
in the last...
In 2 years since I lost my best friend, I'm going through a separation. Give me a break.
It didn't stop, and she never said, you know, Kyle, we need to talk about this privately.
I felt like it was kind of like, you know, I was a judge on RHOBH Drag Race, and there was a point where 2 people were on the verge of elimination, and they have a competition called Sing for Your Life. I felt like Dorit was singing for her life.
That's what I love that analogy.
Jennifer kept saying, I want to eat my caviar.
I was so starving. There was a little cracker with a jibby dab, and I was starving, of guacamole, and I was right under Dorit's elbow. And I thought, would it seem uncouth if I grabbed this 7-calorie?
Jennifer was so mad.
And Dorit was like, she was gesticulating, and I was like, what? Just like,
not the 7 calorie.
It was a 7-calorie amuse bouche. They never stopped.
Listen, all of last year, while things were going on with her and her husband, I was on the outside. I did not know anything. I was one of the last people to know.
To know that something was going on.
Whereas previously, I would be in the inner circle. She would have confided in me, she would have shared with me. And even when I had made an attempt at trying to, is anything going on? Are you okay? I want to be here. She had a problem with that, you know, and even though it was just her and I, she kept me on the outside.
Right.
And I still supported her, defended her, had her back. So when I said the grace time is over.
Could you give me a little grace? I think I did.
Grace time is over. It had been a year and a half where I'm sitting on the outside still.
Right, supporting,
being her friend when she's not treating me like a friend. So at that point, I was like, oh, hell no. It was so O-V-E-R for me. O-V-E-R.
Okay, we got spelling down.
You don't like me, or you don't want to be my friend.
Well, I think they do like you. I think that.
No,
you know,
but I'm saying, like, if you're mistreating me, and in general, like, no, I'm sorry. If you're an asshole to me, I'm happy to work it out and try to talk to you. But if you don't want to talk, like Dorit doesn't want to, yeah, I'm not going to call you. I'm not going to say, let's get to, I mean, we already tried that.
I understand.
Don't most people ice people out who treat them like
I understand. I understand your point.
Dorit thinks that if she made the same comments that Erika made, that you would not be as forgiving as you were to Erika.
That is a fair statement. And the reason is because that was an one and only isolated thing.
So when she said on Watch What Happens Live, wondering if you were gonna get eviscerated like she had.
We do the reunion next Friday.
As somebody
in
who
LA.
got eviscerated,
yes,
I would like to see everybody get the same treatment.
If I did something like that, you sure as would get mad at me. Kyle never got mad at Erika for that.
Oh.
Never. Not that I want Kyle and Erika to have beef
Well,
at all.
no, but you're
I'm
just
showing...
like, we got beef, let's just spread it around.
Well, it
You know
just
what I mean?
two
If
sets
it's
of
like,
rules.
right.
It's like, wait a minute, I don't understand.
No.
So I like.
You can't serve me beef and then serve her salmon.
Oh yes.
What is going on there?
Exactly. Oh, I love this.
I think that everybody across the board has different expectations from different people, depending on their relationship.
They're in different boxes.
Exactly. If she had done that, it would have been, again, another thing that's been going on and on and on, a pattern. With Erika, I was bothered by that, but I also thought, I think what Erika means is she wants it to be fair across the board for everyone. I interpreted it like that because I know her character.
Well, that's exactly what I meant to say. It was really not about you. It was toward Andy, which is, are you going to do to her what you did to me? So that was a long interrogation. And I remember several people coming up to me and being like, wow, that was tough.
With that said, did I love that? No, of course not.
And you told me you didn't love it.
And I said something to her
No, and
about
she
it.
said it to me. Don't think that she brushed it off because you didn't.
I did.
You brought it up to me and I said, look, truthfully, it really wasn't about you. It was more about him.
But that's not only what you said. You said, that's been killing me, Kyle.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was it.
And
It
I
was a
even
non-issue.
texted her. I said, you are not going to like what I said tonight on television.
Did you feel a little bit thrown under the bus there?
A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'll
I
tell you
just
what,
wanna clarify.
in relationship, I know what I meant when what I said on television. That's why I said to you, hey, this is terrible, whatever, but you need to understand where I'm coming from. In regards to the text at the reunion.
Did you get mad at Erika? She sends me a text yesterday, basically trying to silence me.
I would feel manipulated.
Okay.
She came to me with it. And what? Look, hey, it is what it is. But both of these women, meaning Kyle and Dorit, know that I only want the best for them and I'm not trying to play two against the other or anything like that.
Are you ready to be a sailor's wife?
Ooh, ooh.
Listen, a girl's got to eat.
So I'm your captain today. We have life vests underneath these seats. Please also do not put any toilet paper in the heads. Put them in the trash, please. They're very sensitive systems. They do clog fairly easily.
Always gets me.
It was so romantic when he carried her down that gangplank.
Yes.
She loves a little.
I'm always up to no good.
Thank you. First of all, I would like to say, Sutton is no one's fool. For anyone out there who thinks that she's like this bumbling sort of saying things that she doesn't really.
My foot is itching because I have neuropathy. It's gonna bother me.
Yeah.
You're totally mistaken. The woman knows exactly what she's doing. Yes, Captain Theo was hot, and she played her Southern card. I mean, way to work it. I'm not mad.
I'm not going to deny that there is something very sexy about a man in uniform.
A man in uniform, baby. That would do it every time.
He's your type.
He was cute.
He's not my type. I like tall.
I like him tall, lean. I want to look up and feel like a damsel in distress, although I'm not. Yeah, somebody who's funny, who's sexy, who's in their skin. That's sexy to me.
I just want to know how come Garcelle and I have not gone on a double date. She was at the NFL the other day, and I DM'd her. I said, girl, get us a man. I promise you, I'm not a viper. I just want to have a nice time.
That's our PSA.
We just want to have fun.
We just want to have fun. We're not vipers.
Well, unfortunately, my type seems to be poor and wants a free ride to Europe.
Who wanted a free ride to Europe?
Everybody.
And a free bicycle.
Everybody wants a free ride to Europe. I like people that can, that like to go to, you know, dumpy bars and play darts and listen to good music.
You like low key.
That is really my type. And unfortunately, those people usually don't have jobs. So that's kind of my type.
Yeah, who has time to get really good at darts? Somebody that doesn't have a job.
But really cute.
I like comedians. I like sort of squishy, out of shape comedians, and I like people that are ferociously intelligent. I'm not super into abs. You know, I don't care if people have a 6-pack or an 8-pack.
Yeah, I don't carry that.
Yeah,
Or an 8-pack.
but I like people that are really smart and sort of think outside the box. And you know, I've been with my man for 20 years, so I would say he's my type. He's a poker player. He's like just sort of likes to shuffle around in his pajamas and mutter about, you know, things going on in the world.
I love him.
Yeah, he's the best. Yeah.
I will never say I want a man who shudders around.
Shuffles around in his pajamas and talks about cryptocurrency. That's my man.
What did you think of the Sisterhood? Rachel?
Well, Dorit is already speaking under her breath.
I can't even help it. It's like I cannot even help it. I cannot contain it. It's so ridiculous.
Trust and honesty comes to mind as the backbone of real friendship and sisterhood.
It felt very sorority-ish.
And I'm not a cheerleader, and I'm not a sorority girl. No shade to anybody who is. It looks like y'all have a lot of fun. I'm an only child. I prefer to remain that way.
We are all in this together, in sisterhood. We're gonna tie it together.
That blue ribbon.
Right, that beautiful blue ribbon.
Blue is a sign of peace.
Is it?
Yes. In truth, we are now sisters forever.
Why would she do that?
Right. I bet you if you asked her that question, she couldn't even answer it.
Yeah, why?
Yeah. Why?
You know, I have been through a lot of bad years with these women.
Bella,
jealous of what? Your ugly leather pants?
No. You have a lot of nerve.
Don't talk to me like that.
Or what?
Seriously.
Or what?
Not having.
Name 'em.
Well, be quiet. So
Name
let me
'em.
talk, Jesus.
And I didn't want us to continue this pattern. And the pattern is if you say something, then you get immediately attacked or you get immediately, reprimanded. Things happen. And I'm thinking, we've got these two women going through very hard times. And can we just try to bond together in sisterhood? Just know that we can talk openly without fear.
How'd that go?
Well, y'all already just made fun of me for the blue ribbon.
I wish you had given me a heads up because I thought you were being funny.
Really? You thought she's being funny?
Oh, I didn't. I thought it was a joke.
I think it almost became a meme for the rest of the summer. Everybody kept referencing it in a pejorative sense.
In a who?
A negative way. People were like, sisterhood, like all summer long.
Okay, she's feeling a certain way.
Yes.
My feelings are a bit hurt right now because I wasn't making a joke.
I didn't know that.
I wanted it, so I'm not going to give you a heads up that I'm doing something. This was something that I wanted to do for the group. Unfortunately, I didn't have my glasses with me.
This really comes from my heart.
I could not see.
This comes from my. Hold on.
No, this comes from my heart, and then you can't see it.
It wasn't a joke, and of course, I'm never taken seriously by the group, so my feelings were hurt considerably. And, so no, it didn't go well.
Her words and her actions never match. It's like when you're dealing with someone who can go to that extreme, bind hands together, and then actually sell it so hard that she said, y'all, when we were giddy about it, y'all, I want you to take this seriously. I spent a long time thinking about this. That's not funny.
I almost had a traumatic response right now. Some PTSD
Okay.
that was about to happen.
And you wanted to believe it because she really sold it. I don't know. I could definitely count how long that lasted.
What is what that's about? Sutton, I was the one explaining to you.
I'm sorry that I'm
It's getting
annoying
very
to you.
annoying.
Maybe she wants to be the leader of the group?
That's it. You just hit the nail on the head.
No, I do feel like there is some element where she feels like she wants to be the one in the group that everyone looks to. The truth about power is that that's not actually how it works at all. Power is about drawing people to you because of the way that you are with individuals, and then therefore you have power of the group. It's not because you bound somebody's hands together and said, now this is my idea.
Lead by example.
Correct.
Not something she can do.
The fact that people were talking about all summer meant that it had a resonance with them and that subconsciously they were thinking about that moment. So,
We shall see.
we shall see.